Hello, kids! Welcome to Little Kids Zone.
Once upon a time, there was a frog called Froggy. Froggy was always busy building things. He never wanted to splash around, and he was skinnier than everyone else. The other frogs laughed at him for being different. One day, Froggy got home and said, "Mother, I am hungry." "Where is my lunch?" Froggy asked when he got home. But his mother was in bed. She did not look well. "Ma, I am very sick, my son. I fell in the sewer while looking for food. The chemicals have given me a rash, and I cannot stand up. I just go to the mountain to find medicine for you, mother." Froggy's mother coughed and said, "No, it is too far and too dangerous." "Don't worry, mother. I am brave and clever. I can do it." Froggy set off for the mountain. But he soon came to a big river. How would he cross it? Suddenly, a plastic bottle floated by. Froggy got an idea. "I will use the bottle to make a boat and float across the river." But a school of fish soon surrounded Froggy. "Where are you going, Frog?" the largest fish asked. "Please don't eat me," begged Froggy. "I am going to fetch medicine for my sick mother." The fish took pity on Froggy and pushed his boat in the right direction. Soon, Froggy saw some frogs. "Cool boat!" one of them shouted. "Thank you," he replied. "Do you know where the mountain is?" "Yes, we can show you." Froggy enjoyed traveling with his new friends. They listened to his ideas and never laughed at him. But he was still worried about his mother. Soon, the mountain was in sight, and it was time for the other frogs to go home. Froggy had to be brave and continue alone. At last, he reached a place on the mountain where special leaves grow. These leaves could be used to make medicine to help his mother. "Hooray! I did it!" Froggy exclaimed. When Froggy was ready to go home, he got a new clever idea. "Those plastic bags floating in the wind will carry me home." But with a thud, Froggy landed on an elephant. The elephant was quite startled. "What is that on my back?" "It is me, Froggy the Frog. I am trying to find my way home to give my sick mother this medicine. Can you help me?" The elephant gave Froggy a big toss into the air. "Woohoo! Here I go!" Just then, a hungry falcon spotted the frog flying in the air. "I've got you, Frog!" she cried. "Don't eat me," Froggy begged. "I need to bring this medicine to my mother. She is very sick." "Okay, I will help you," the falcon agreed. "You're too skinny to make much of a meal anyway." The falcon carried Froggy all the way back to his home. "Mother, I am here. I brought medicine for you." Froggy's mother soon recovered. "How did you ever get to the mountain and back?" she asked. Froggy told her of his big adventure, and how he was able to cleverly use trash to make new things that would help him on his way. "I am so proud of you, Froggy," his mother said. Froggy no longer worried about what the other frogs thought of him. He knew that he was different in a good way. He could help people and he could make cool things. Moral of the story: being different is a strength with courage, kindness, and creativity. You can overcome any challenge and make a positive difference in the world.
Minz and the Golden Apple Fruit. Once upon a time, there were 3 squirrels who lived in a big tree. Their names were Max, Buster, and Minz. Minz was the smallest of the 3. Max and Buster often teased her about her size. They wouldn't let her play with them or do anything fun. More than anything, Minz dreamed of tasting the golden apple fruit that grew deep in the forest. But Max and Buster never allowed her to have any. One day, Max said to Minz, "Tomorrow the golden apple fruit will be ripe. Buster and I are going to eat it. You won't get any." "That's right," added Buster. "You're so small you don't need any fruit. You'll just stay here." With tears in her eyes, Minz ran back inside the tree. But that night, she had an idea. The next morning, before Max and Buster woke up, Minz quietly left the tree. She ran, jumped, and sang as she made her way through the forest. "Yay! I'm going to eat the golden apple fruit today," she cheered. But just as she was nearing the tree, she heard voices behind her. "How dare you sneak out before us?" Buster growled. Max nodded. "But your little legs are so slow, you still won't get there in time." They rushed ahead of her and began climbing the tree. Minz started crying. "It looks like I won't get to eat the golden apple fruit after all," she sighed. But then she wiped her tears and said to herself, "No, I can't give up." Minz climbed the tree as quickly as she could. Max and Buster were high up, searching for the ripest fruit. When they saw Minz, they tried to chase her away. She ran to the edge of a branch. Suddenly, the branch cracked beneath her, and Minz tumbled downward. Luckily, another branch below caught her. She lay there, feeling sad, until a sweet smell caught her attention. Right in front of her was a perfectly ripe, golden apple fruit. She gasped and took a big bite. "Delicious!" she exclaimed. Above her, Max and Buster looked on in shock. The higher branches were too weak to hold their weight, and they couldn't reach the fruit. Minz noticed them watching her with surprised eyes. She picked a few more golden apple fruits and offered them to her brothers. Surprised and touched, Max and Buster thanked her. They apologized for treating her unkindly. Together, the three squirrels shared the fruit and laughed. From that day on, Max and Buster never underestimated Minz again. They treated her with kindness and respect. Their tree was filled with joy and laughter. Moral of the story: never underestimate someone because of their size. Bravery, kindness, and determination can achieve great things, and kindness shared brings happiness to all. Rhino was very shy. She always played alone near the lake. One day, Gecko decided to play a trick on her and invited all the other animals to join him. "Rhino," Gecko called, "do you want to play hide and seek with us? We'll decide who hides first with rock, paper, scissors." The other animals knew Rhino could only make paper with her big feet, so they all chose scissors on purpose. That meant Rhino had to be the seeker. The animals began to scatter and look for hiding spots. "Where should we hide so Rhino can't find us?" they whispered to one another. Rhino started counting. 5, 10, 15. When she finally reached 100, she opened her eyes. "Where did everyone go?" she wondered. "How will I find them all?" Monkey had climbed up into a tree. Rhino beamed. "Monkey, your long tail is easy to spot." Squirrel had hidden in the trunk of a tree. Rhino grinned. "Squirrel, I see your fluffy tail." Rabbit was hiding nervously inside a cave, while Hedgehog had tried to blend in by covering herself with flowers. But Rhino spotted them right away. "Hedgehog and Rabbit, how did you both choose such obvious hiding spots?" She giggled. Snail was crawling slowly beneath a leaf. Parrot was perched on a branch, hiding confidently. But his feathers were so bright that Rhino spotted him without trouble. She had already found more than half the animals. Turtle had withdrawn into her shell, pretending to be a rock. Across from her, Frog hid among the bushes. But Rhino saw them too. Soon, only Gecko remained. Rhino couldn't find him anywhere. The other animals teased. "You'll have to search really hard now." Rhino looked everywhere. Her feet began to ache. Finally, she sat down, trying not to cry. At last, she lowered her head and looked into the lake. Suddenly, she shouted, "Gecko! I found you!" Gecko grinned. "I was hiding on top of your horn the whole time. Pretty clever, right?" Rhino laughed. Her shyness melted away. "Now it's my turn to hide," she said, "and all of you will have to find me. I already know the perfect hiding spot." Moral of the story: never underestimate yourself. Sometimes facing a challenge can help you discover your strengths and even make new friends along the way.
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom named Vaibhavpur. The ruler of the kingdom was King Raja Vikram, who lived in a grand palace surrounded by the homes of his people. The king had a beautiful daughter named Kanika, and he decided it was time for her to get married. One day, he chose a suitable groom and arranged their wedding. That night, after the ceremony, the newlyweds went to their room to sleep. But at exactly 1 o'clock in the night, a snake appeared and bit the groom, killing him instantly. The next morning, Kanika woke up, saw her husband's lifeless body, and screamed. The king rushed in, shocked and heartbroken at the sight of his daughter's tragedy. The news of the mysterious death spread across the kingdom, and rumors began to circulate. Despite the strange incident, the king arranged another marriage for Kanika with a different man. Tragically, the same thing happened again. The groom died at exactly 1 o'clock at night. This left the king deeply confused and disturbed. Why were all the men who married his daughter dying the same way? As fear grew, no one in the kingdom dared to marry Kanika. To solve this, the king made a public announcement.
"Whoever marries my daughter would receive a great reward of gold and riches."
Still, no one was brave enough to come forward. Then one day, a man named Viren came to the palace and declared,
"I want to marry your daughter."
The king was overjoyed and immediately arranged the marriage. That night, just like before, the couple went to their room. The king posted guards around their room to catch the snake. Before falling asleep, Kanika told Viren.
"Whoever marries me dies that night."
Viren replied,
"Yes, I know, but I'm not afraid. I have no one in this world to mourn me if I die. I came not just to marry you, but to find the truth behind these deaths."
Kanika soon fell asleep, but Viren stayed awake, watching carefully. Exactly at 1 o'clock, he saw a snake emerging from Kanika's nose, aiming to bite him. He was shocked, but quickly reacted and managed to kill the snake. At last, the mystery was solved. The curse had ended. In the morning, the king was overjoyed to see Viren alive. He honored his promise by giving Viren gold and riches, and even made him the prince of Vaibhavpur. The entire kingdom celebrated joyfully. Moral of the story: bravery and curiosity can lead to truth and break even the darkest curses. Fear may stop many, but courage reveals the answers.
Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe for more interesting stories.